this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. New look, got the ladies shook. New watch saying it's my time. These magazines wanna feature me, cause they know I'm on the rise. But the attention, I'm on a mission. Cause ever since I flipped that switch, my power can't be denied. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. Call me a king, buy me a crown. Oh my, 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 oh my, my, my. I'm leveled up, and this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. Pay attention, I'm on a mission. I'm there with a vision. Got a passion, making it happen. Ready for action. And this is my world now. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. So anyone who try to write me off, tell them they can go and write this down. This is my world now. And this is my world now. And this is my world now. And this is my world now. This is my world now. Hey! Here we go! We coming ready or not, you better steady yourself, because we're raising some hell. There's nothing keeping this roof from blowing off. We're taking over the town, hit the switch and shut it down. Like in New York, we're electric, never stop. We coming ready or not, we coming ready or not. We're giving all that we got, we're giving all that we got. We're coming ready or not. We're throwing gas on the fire, the stratosphere getting high. We're trouble when we get crazy, we get wild. Got dynamite in our blood, get ready and buckle up. When we go big, we blow up in ferocious style. We coming ready or not, we coming ready or not. We giving all that we got, we giving all that we got.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Our family started RVing a few years ago, and when I think about all those campfires and fishing trips and sporting events, these are memories that are going to last a lifetime. I want to help others do the same thing. Hi, I'm Kevin Smith, General Manager at the all-new Click It RV in Milton Freewater. People in this community are very familiar with this location and the great service they've always received. So the biggest question we get is, where is Keith? The great news is, Keith is still here.
I've seen a lot of changes. I've seen a lot of things come and go. Through all the changes that we have seen, one thing that has not changed for us is the quality of our service.
Buying an RV is a big purchase, but it should be a fun and happy experience. So whether it be in sales or service or parts, our mission is simple: be the best. From our team here at Click It RV in Milton Freewater, we invite you to come down and experience the difference.
Welcome to iRacing on LSRTV. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to coverage of the final night of the Hunt the Front Kentucky Dirt iRacing League Sunshine State 50. We're back at the virtual Volusia Speedway Park. We're ready to go now, and it is the final night with super late models. That's right, we kicked it off Tuesday night with the UMP Dirt Car Modifieds. Last night, the big block modifieds did not disappoint. And now the Fendered Warlords, with my great friend Rick Eshelman used to call the drivers that live by the most powerful late models on the planet. The late models of Fendered iRacing are ready to go here for the final race of the Sunshine State 50. I'm Wesley Outland. Charles Wooten's alongside. Charles, did we have fun last night or what, brother? Gotta love the center steer cars, but now it's what me and we both love. It's late model time.
Yes, we had a blast. I have a feeling we'll see what we saw last night. Evan C. is here. Let's see. He did come in. We have Dylan Hauser here tonight as well, so that should make things interesting. Tanner Tomasi's here that wasn't here before. I don't see our rival there of C. Kendall Tucker, never mind. He's fastest on the board right now in practice.
Yeah, that man's on a mission, obviously. The last two nights he's been runner-up. The winner has been Evan C. Evan C is going to try to go for that third big check and sweep the Sunshine State weekend here, a week at Volusia, if he can get it done. By the way, we want to thank you for joining us to coverage here for iRacing on LSRTV. The broadcast coverage all this week and according tonight as well will be presented by the fine folks at Team 126 Racing. We also want to say thank you to Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique, Black Magic Custom Designs, and Hunt the Front Gaming. Hunt the Front Gaming sponsoring the final night here for the Sunshine State 50. Our broadcast partners of iRacing on LSRTV, of course, include iRacing. Thank you to Click It RV, Milton Freewater. Thank you also to Kaufman Creative, Virginia 81 Call Dig, and the Press Box Motorsports podcast show. And right now, our drivers rip the lip, drive the top side. Here's your Kaufman Creative weather conditions. 70 degrees, 81 degrees, track temp on the virtual sim at Volusia. And the partly cloudy conditions will have sun clouds, sun clouds. You'll see how much that'll change. The racetrack is on. We got one going up on the wall. Yeah, and that's just practice. Format for tonight. Check out the bottom left. We'll give you the format of the races. Here you go. And honestly, Charles, it's been kind of like the last 48 hours again.
Yeah, it definitely has, and we didn't have room to fit it in there, but there are some, B mains in there too. But we unfortunately have little box and big text. It don't work all together swell sometimes. So we do have some B mains in there as well. So I do know I confirmed with Drew coming to this race that there indeed will be 4 heat races tonight. Last night there should have been. And it was a little boo-boo in the server making, but tonight will be 4 races, 4 heats anyway, with about 8 drivers per heat race.
There you go. So if you do the math, there'll be 8 heat races, 8 laps each. Or not 8, no, I'm sorry, correction. 4 heat races, 8 laps each, probably the top 4 to transfer, and then we'll have the 2 last chance qualifiers with the top 6 moving into the show. Is that kind of the way the trim and the fat's going to happen, pretty much? There you go. All right. Because, see, last night was supposed to be 4 heats, but they did 3. 3 heats, top 4 transfer. Tonight will be, of course, 4 heat races, top 3 transfer. And I'll tell you what, that just makes it more exciting. You got to be in those final 3 spots on the podiums to advance into the show.
I was checking a message going on.
Now, you were wondering why I done what I did in Messenger so I could keep up with the sponsor list. That's what you were doing.
Well, and we got our camera builder sending me messages, too. So getting a hold of DJ, who is the one, obviously, working with Northwest, putting on the other late model race that we have tonight. You know, Wesley, we go from not having any dirt on the channel to 4 in 1 week. So go figure. And there's some stuff in the works with some leagues, or a league. I don't know how much of that is public knowledge, so I'm not going to say any more than that. But
so I know last night you kind of unveiled that you were working on a new late model stock short track series that's going to be on Tuesday night.
That is what we were putting out a poll on it to see. We had exactly 0 Big Goose Egg people comment on my post. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm not friends with a lot of the Northwest guys. I mean, I'm friends with them, but not necessarily on Facebook. I don't even know if a lot of them even know I exist on Facebook. But we have been contacted by a league that would like us to do it. So if we can come to an agreement on the pricing and all that, all the red tape that has to be done behind the scenes, there is a potential of a series coming to Tuesday, regardless of it being our own or not. So that's in the works too. That's all that fancy red tape stuff you got to deal with on the back end.
Totally get it, for sure. I understand how all that goes. No doubt about it. Of course, he's Charles Wooten. I'm Wesley Allen. We welcome you to coverage. By the way, stay right here with Charles and I tonight. We're right back here at Volusia again with the second round of the Northwest Dirt Super Late Model Series presented by Click It RV. Charles, last week, Lima Land did not disappoint. Devin West holding off and beating Duval by mere inches at the line. We've seen a lot of exciting photo finishes in the Northwest this last couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's been a lot of finishes and went up on the wall there, but yeah, a lot of exciting finishes, and looking forward to that race as well.
Yeah, that'll be coming up here later tonight. That will be at 11:30 Eastern Time. 11:30 Eastern Time with the coverage of the Northwest Dirt Super Late Model Series. So strap in. It's Dirt Thursday. It's Dirty Thursday here on iRacing on LSRTV. And again, we want to thank Hunt the Front Gaming for stepping up here and being the sponsor for the Super Late Models. By the way, tonight, what are they running for? $200 to win, I believe it is, Charles? $200 to win?
I believe so. Don't quote me on that. It's 150, 200, something like that. I think it was 100, 150, 200 for the 3 nights. I do believe that is correct. I'll have to get on the old web page on the laptop and double check that to confirm. But I'm super excited just to have Hunt the Front being the main sponsor here tonight. Obviously, us presenting it. Just because, you see them all over the Facebook, all over YouTube. I talk to their guys a lot. Very friendly people, very cool people. So it's kind of cool having them as the final sponsor here for this final night.
And by the way, the drivers of Joseph and Jesse Joyner will be in action here tonight for the event. That is the race. That is the Hunt the Front Sunshine State 50. So check them out when they're on the track. Ready to go here at the races tonight for sure. Last night, Evan C. holding off Kendall Tucker by .005 at the line to win here with the Super Dirt Car Series Big Blocks. Tonight is night number 3. Yes, you're exactly right, Charles. It is Hunt the Front Gaming Sunshine State 50 presented by LSRTV. Fixed setup for the Super Late Models on dirt at Volusia. Big check on the line and $200. We've got over 30 cars. $200 going to the winner of this A-Main tonight.
I'm definitely looking forward to see who comes out on top. We have, who was it? Richard Murdytall or something like that. I ain't heard from him in like years on here. I didn't know he even still raced on iRacing anymore, but he's the fastest right now. Kendall Tucker's behind him. Chase Barbara right behind them. Rumsey and Hauser, the top 5. Kind of surprising. I don't see Evan C. He's down in 11th place, so a little further down.
So practice has concluded. Richard Murtaugh Jr., a driver that I've come to know over the years from the world of Thunder, by the way. Kendall Tucker, Chase Barbera coming off of a podium finish last night. Logan Rumsey, Dylan Hauser, some of the top 5 drivers that we mentioned. Again, Hunt the Front stars, Joseph Joyner and Jesse are here as well. They're going to be in action. We'll see how they do. Right now, Joseph Joyner was down at the bottom of the barrel in his practice run, so we'll see if he can definitely pick it up here for what will be the qualifying session now. By the way, Jesse Innerkin is the other driver that we were referring to for the racing family. Pretty cool, though. Super late model drivers, pro late model drivers, Kendall Tucker, of course, Joseph Joyner, some others in here. And we are qualifying with Dylan Fox, the 999 on the clock. We'll see what he can do here for the dirt racing entry number to 999. There's the 41. Here's the number 41. That's going to be Logan Rumsey. Rumsey racing entry 41. Slick on the side of the car. See what he can do here in his qualifying drive. And by the way, Charles, I love the eyeballs looking at everybody. The evil eyes coming off the corner on the front nose of the car.
Yes. Apparently evil eyes are the way to go now. Maybe they scare off the competition?
I am watching you.
Oh, now I'm scared of him.
Tanner Tomasi is up now. Tanner Tomasi, the Speed Wrench 09. Working his way to the back straightaway in the qualifying run. Other drivers on track, including Matthew Selby. They'll be the man that we got a bump. We'll go into 4 heat races coming up here. As Tomasi just finished up with his qualifying drive with a 09. The Speed Demon currently 3rd.
And while we
here's Dylan Hauser.
I do want to say I think we figured out the bugs finally with the stream as of last night. I think we all sorted it out. The time will tell here with the tonight's 2 broadcasts. But well, to be honest with you, it was never an internet issue. Basically, when you're pushing like 1 million bit rate to YouTube, you need a really, 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 and I mean really powerful router to handle it.
So now it's time to go back to Rocket Racing Media Logistics and Jeff Stabnow and get more money and update computers, right?
Well, something like that. We'll see how it goes.
Swindell Speed Lab 00 from Mount Airy, North Carolina. Kendall Tucker, runner up the last couple of nights. We'll see what he can do with a 00 Chevrolet model. He qualifies 7th right now.
And
Logan Kettles is on track now.
I did get a hold of he actually messaged us, and I didn't get to relay this message.
Yeah.
His name, he messaged us prior to this, so it was really cool. He actually messaged to let us know his name is spelled or pronounced Coteles. He broke it down for us, so it was really cool. They don't always do that. So, the ones that do.
Logan Coteles like Nutella. I got it. Cool.
Yes,
I got this now.
Always cool when they message us and let us know, in advance how to say it. Because, well, let's be honest, it makes our life a lot easier.
Well, you would think Hoddles would be the appropriate way of saying it, but Coteles, definitely. Thank you, my friend, for sure. And if I butcher anybody's names, please don't hate me. Literally, just we'll try our best to get this right here. And by the way, qualifying has concluded. We are going heat racing. By the way, guess who was on the pole? Evan C., fast qualifier. And he's on the pole for heat number 1. Heat number 1 is ready to roll. Heat number 1 presented by the fine folks at Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique. On the pole, Evan C. outside, Jason Salter in the 20, row number 2. Will Fine, Chase Barbera, he got a podium last night at the 23. To the outside, Dylan Fox, the 999. Row number 3, Nick Baum in the 02, J. Darren Literal in the 68. And row 4 by himself, Matthew Logan from Charlotte, the dirt track prep guy, Chris Olmstead in the number 7. And understanding Matthew Logan is a scratch, man. There's that nice looking Speed Shop VLR number 33 super late model that I've come to know in the virtual iRacing world for the last couple of years. Ready to see what these drivers will do. On your front row again, Evan C., Joshua Salter. By the way, Salter, Jason Salter. Jason Salter is not in the number 20 car on time and scoring. He's in the 10. All right. Here we go. First preliminary race and Thursday night finale of the Hunt the Front Gaming Sunshine State 50. It's time to trim the fat. We're taking 3. Heat number 1, 8 laps. Here they come to the firing box out of turn 4. C will go. Green is out. We're underway. Hole shot easily to Evan C. on the green. Barbera down to the inside, battling with Salter. Fox is also in that mix. And all the while, the battle heated up for second. 3 wide, little contact there in a moment. Logan now finally breaks into the box, and he's looking quickly. Dylan Fox, you're on board with him. Trying to go after Literal on the back straightaway, Charles, and we're underway.
Get unmute myself. There we go. Yeah, you can see these right there, basically all in his tailpipe, trying to make something happen here. But yeah, time's going to tell. I think Evan C's got a good shot at going 3 for 3 here tonight. If he does, it's unfortunate there's no bonus, but that's an impressive feat to go 3 for 3 if he does.
You call it the tailpipe, I call it the fuel cell. None the way, the Majula Speed Shop entry right in front there. That's going to be Fox. Still after Baum on the inside. Here comes a car creeping into the mix. Olmstead down to the inside. Logan still falling back there. All this transpiring now halfway home. 4 down, 4 to go, heat number 1. And right now, Evan C. from Chesney, South Carolina, the man that is leading the way. Champion, national champion, unlimited All-Stars go-karting. Amongst all of the other great accolades he's got going on for him in the number 33, the 19 on timing and scoring. Right now, look at this battle going on here for second. This is Barbera and Salter. Going in for position. Barbera up on the outside. Here comes out the inside. Baum is there, creeping on the bottom. Trying to make it a 3-car battle. Can't get there up on the outside lane. Here comes now Olmstead. Olmstead and Fox. And time running out now, Charles. White flag. This time by 1 to go.
Yeah, white flag out like you mentioned, and time is running out for these guys to get to the front.
Final time to the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes the battle for second, and easily Evan C. will transfer into the A main. The quest to try to sweep the Sunshine State Nationals is underway for the South Carolina native of heat number 1. Second spot to Chase Barbera. Jason Salter will finish third. And those are your top 3 that are going to the A main unofficially right now. 4 8-lap heat races, top 3 transfer. 2 last chance qualifiers, top 6 transfer. And that's how the lineup is set here. We're ready to go in heat number 2. Heat number 2 is presented by Team 126 Racing. Richard Murtaugh Jr. on the pole, the 33 to the outside. Tanner Tomasi in the 09. Row number 2 will find Dylan Hauser in the 22. Keep your eye on this guy in the 22. And Jesse Innerkin, another special driver from Hunt the Front, ready to go in the 18. He'll start 4th. Josh Fuller in the 12, row 3. Scott Fritz on the outside of the 48, row number 4. We'll find Austin Holder in the 31 and Dylan Davenport, the 71. 8 cars, 8 laps, top 3, transfer. And there's another 33 that's up in front, like the nemesis for Evan C. That's Richard Murtaugh Jr., the Rocket XR1 Chevrolet. Ready to battle the Speed Ranch 09 of Tanner Tomasi. Couple of iRacing veterans, no doubt. Watch what they can do. The House of Speed, number 2 to the inside for the green. That's Dylan Hauser, as well as everyone else behind them. Jesse Innerkin, Hauser, all these drivers will watch. We're ready to go. We apologize, the numbers on these cars not matching what they are for timing and scoring, but we'll do our best. That's what we do to keep up with where your favorite driver is. Here they come. Heat 2, green, in the throttle. C, just like that, Murtaugh does the same. He'll get the whole shot to turn 1. We're underway in heat number 2. Clanging and banging 3 wide, and Tomasi gets loose, saves it, winds it back up, keeps it going. We stay green. Boy, oh boy, sidewinder there for the 09 and Tomasi. And now he's got to begin his ascent, Charles, to get back to the front and catch these cars of Murtaugh and Hauser.
Yeah, Tomasi going around. Tomasi's a good driver, so if anybody can get their way back to the front, it'll be him. But it's going to be an uphill battle with the stacked field we have here tonight.
No doubt about it. He's got a big hill to climb. 6 to go now here in heat race number 2. Into the turn number 3 to the bottom of the racetrack. It's going to be Richard Murtaugh. He's the man that's leading the way. And that 33 Rocket chassis down to the bottom. Here comes now Innerkin, Jesse Innerkin. Slide job, Hauser on the top shelf. 3 of those 4 wide. Fuller, Fritz in the mix. What a beautiful looking color on that blue car up on a turn 4. That's the machine of Fritz in 48. Sweet victory on that car. Love that color, Charles. This is the Kentucky Dirt iRacing League. Remember to follow them on Facebook, just like I did at Kentucky Dirt Kentucky Dirt iRacing League on social media, preferably Facebook. And right now, it's still Richard Murtaugh Jr. We're halfway home, 5 down, 3 to go now. Quickly, laps winding down. These heat races going by quickly. Inside, Innerkin and Hauser battling for that spot. It's Murtaugh leading. Hauser, Innerkin going at it there like somebody stole something. White flag in the air. We're taking 3. Oh, to the inside. Innerkin and Hauser. Final time. Murtaugh pulls away on the outside lane. It is Hauser fighting Innerkin on the bottom. They are going at it for second. Here they come to the line. They transfer. What a battle for second. Battle there between Richard Murtaugh, winner of heat number 2, Dylan Hauser, Jesse Innerkin, holding off Scott Fritz, Josh Fuller, Tanner Tomasi, and more will go to the back of the B main. But Charles, man, what a heated battle for second there between those guys. Wow.
Yeah, it makes you wonder if the heat racing is that good. What's that feature going to be like? And as you refer to those hooligan races, it's going to be really, really packed in those B mains. Looking forward to seeing how wild and crazy they get.
Halfway in the heat races here for the final 9 of the Hunt the Front Gaming Sunshine State 50 of Volusia. Let's give it the starting lineup for heat race number 3. Heat race number 3 is presented by Black Magic Custom Designs. On the pole, J.D. Brown of the car number 14 to the outside. Kendall Tucker, the Mount Airy Flash to the 00. For, of course, Swindell Speed Labs. Row number 2, Cody Nevin of the 34 to the outside. Logan Catelez in the 64. He will start 4th. Row number 3, one of the B-main winners last night, Colton Herbert of the 6 to the outside. There he is out of Milton, Florida, Joseph Joyner in the car number 10. Row number 4. And the final starters will be Bryson McKelvey in the 11 and Cameron Cromier in the number 42. 8 cars, 8 laps, top 3 going to the show in heat number 3 again. Getting field set to go, and we go to green here in just a moment. Presented by Black Magic Custom Designs.
And late breaking news here, Wesley. Kendall Tucker is a scratch. He did not start his heat race.
Wow.
So we definitely, probably, most likely, well, I will not 100% confirm, not have a battle repeat like we did the last 2 nights, because, well, he's going to have to go through at least one of the B-mains if he didn't mean to miss his start. If he meant to miss it, I guess he can go home. But if he didn't mean to miss it, that means he is coming through a B-main, and he has got a world of hurt trying to come through this field, because there are a lot of big names and good drivers to be coming through a B-main and then work your way all the way up to the front through the A-main.
Yeah, especially for only the 6 spots. But a tough break there for the Mount Airy Flash. Kendall Tucker, Swindell Speed Lab, number 00. Thought he had a pretty good qualifying run there, Charles. I mean, he was, what, 7th, I think?
Yeah, he's would have started outside pole, or outside row 1 of this one, which would have been what? This is our 4th heat, right? 3rd heat race? I don't even remember.
This is the 3rd heat. It would have been 7th.
That's it. Yeah.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're ready to go. Green flag, Misson Tucker, and massive cloud cover over Volusia now in the virtual heat number 3. Ready to green the green. And Brown on the jump, pulling away. J.D. Brown quickly going to the top spot. Colton Herbert up there on the inside. They work their way to the bottom of the racetrack. There's Joyner. Keep your eye on the man to the number 10, Joseph Joyner from Milton, Florida. We'll see how he can wheel and deal in a real super late model and go to victory lane. Let's see what he can do with the iRacing world as he hooks right down into the bottom of the racetrack with Herbert's car down below the bottom of the racetrack in the inside. 1 and 2. Now he rides the air corner up into 2. Look at that perfect move. There's Herbert now. Right there behind Nevin's car. Brown is the leader. Look at him going side by side. Working off turn 4. We're halfway. Coming up. 5 to go. 3 wide almost for a moment as Herbert will throw the slaughter in there to the crossover on the top side. That's Herbert. Nevin, they're going out to the back stretch into turn number 3 down to the inside. Herbert one more time. It's Brown up the racetrack. He gets up on the top side. They work their way up the fluff into the corner. Now, working their way in the corner. Ripping the lip on the top side of the back straightaway. Herbert coming to the line, another slide job and a crossover. Charles right now cleaning green in heat number 3, and Brown's the man leading the way as here comes Nevin after Herbert again on the outside.
Yeah, it's 6:02 to go, and it's been a really clean race so far. You know, this whole league, this whole series, these 3 events has been really clean for the most part, all 3 days. So I expect that trend to continue.
2.5 laps to go. Herbert now 3 wide almost for that spot. They're fighting, they're pushing, they're shoving down the bottom of the racetrack. Catellis is trying to stick the nose in there. Brown is leading off turn 4. Herbert, Nevin 1, 2, and 3. Catellis now on the outside. That's the yellow car. Trying to move out on the white flag. One more lap. We go final time. Back straightaway, turn 3. Slide job into turn 3. Brown up the racetrack. Herbert, will he get there? No, he won't. Checkered flag. And Herbert is going to fall short to Brown in heat number 3. Herbert will go 2nd. And how about it for Cody Nevin? 3rd, top 3 transfer. Catellas, Joyner, Cormier, and McKelvey will have to go to a B main as well as Kendall Tucker if he answers the call. Rocking and rolling Thursday night, dirt track racing. Don't forget Northwest Dirt Super Late Model Series, 11:30 right here from Volusia. And we're ready to go now with heat race number 4. The final heat race is presented by LSRTV, your home for sim racing. More details at livesimracing.com. On the pole, Matthew Selby in the 48.6. Matthew Selby in the 46 to the outside, the 500, Tyler Berry. Row number 2. Chance Carr in the 2. Remember what happened to him last night in the heat race. Watch out for that Ute tire and the barn barrel there. Logan Rumsey in the 41. Row number 3. Robbie Everhart in the 1. Bobby Mattingly in the number 3 car. And the final row for LSRTV heat number 4, Tyson Banks. There you go. Heat number 4. We'll give him another lap to get winded up here. The Majula C car, man. I love that Team VLR car right there. What does that remind you of, Charles?
The Earnhardt. That is
Earnhardt, the Wrangler colors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Man, that looks bad. You know, Matthew Selby in the car there.
You know, there's been 3 versions of that I've seen. This one, obviously, the original. And then I believe it was Dale Earnhardt Jr. that ran it in a throwback, and it looked good on that car too.
And don't forget the time that Dale Earnhardt Sr. also drove it in the All-Star race at Charlotte as well. All right, hey, Charles, you're the boss of LSRTV. You're the producer, boss man of Rocket Racing Media. This heat race is sponsored by y'all. Bring the field to the green in heat number 4, buddy.
Green flag. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. We are set to take the green flag this time, but we'll see if that old throwback. Oh, and well, I get to start and we go beating and banging and destroying each other on the green flag. Go figure. But the green flag is out.
Little clanging and banging. And they're going to call this restart off, I think.
This is why you don't let me call the start of a race. I get one shot to start the race, and we destroy each other and restart the race. Don't even count the lap.
Oh, we got to re-rack him and restack him again here. Oh, you're going to call the start again.
Oh, no, you're calling this one. I call we're going to end up with a car in the fence before it's all said and done.
He's like, do what I paid you for, Wesley. All right, we're going to do this again, ladies and gentlemen. They got a little antsy on the start. The race directors called for a... What is he doing? What are you doing? What in the world? Did he just get parked? What's that? Oh! Okay, I was about to say, what in the world, man? I thought they kicked him off and he took off to the pit lane.
So I can't confirm this, but what probably happened was because the caution was thrown so quickly to the green coming out, they probably had to run around to catch up with the pace truck, or it may have told them to pass the pace truck and come back around. Sometimes it glitches out like that.
Coming to the line, green flag. Let's try it this time. Let's try it this time, shall we? Heat number 4 underway. We're taking 3. Right now, the Majula C entry to the number 46. Matthew Selby will go to the line. He'll lead lap number 1, 7 to go. Taking 3. It's going to be Rumsey now to the bottom of the racetrack. Rumsey will have some company down to the bottom with Carr. Carr was a bad look last night in the big block modified event. Now he peeks to the inside. He's going to give it a shot to Barry's car. Barry the clown in the middle. Joe, here he goes to the outside lane now. Tries to scamper from the 3-wide battle. Barry now jumps the cushion. He'll work his way to the outside into turn number 2. They go to the back straightaway now. Coming to halfway this time by. 4 in, 4 to go. Taking 3. Matthew Selby, Logan Rumsey, Chance Carr now are your top 3. 4 in, Charles, and right now they finally get Comco Collective. Carr, second place man on the inside. Here comes Everhart. Everhart will work his way to the line. 3 laps to go. As the field works their way back off into the corner, Matthew Selby again still holding on to that Wrangler Dell Senior throwback on the back straightaway for Blake Majulis and Evan C. Motorsports for Team VLR. Evan C. comes to the line and winning his first heat race, and we'll see if his teammates can get it done here for Team VLR right now with Matthew Selby. Selby back straight away, holding on to that final heat race for Team LSRTV, final heat 4. Right now, they work their way to the line. They're going to come out of turn 4, white flag in the air. One more lap to go. We're taking 3. Matthew Selby, again, the man leading the way. Rumsey right there in second spot. He's got the possum now behind him of Chance Carr. 1, 2, 3. Here they come. That's the way it'll go. Uno going to Matthew Selby. Dose going to Logan Rumsey. And Thrace going to Chance Carr. Those 3 cars will transfer into the A-Main for the final night of the $200 to win Hunt the Front Gaming Sunshine State 50. Everyone else will have to go to the back of a B-Main. Charles, that was really fun.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking someone popped into the studio here. That's why I couldn't talk for a second. But I think he can hear me. But yeah, someone popped in the studio. Someone's popping into his studio. It looks like too. So we got to kick these people out of the booth. And yeah, we tell them to get out of the booth. We're busy. They can hear. But anyway, we'll get ready for that. But a good night of racing. When he gets back, we'll tell the little stories we're about to go. But all right, now that he's back,
well, there you go.
We're kicking people out of the booth over here now. But
who are we kicking out? Who do we kick out, Charles?
Whoever's in your booth. But we'll get to the grid. Real quick,
somebody was dropping me off the. Somebody was dropping me off a brand new television, 2-year warranty for our broadcast TV crew. So, all right. Thank you very much, Jackie. And ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go down for the B-Main. B-Main, 10 laps, top 6. Am I right, Charles? You're going to keep it 6? 6
yes,
are
I
transferring?
believe that is correct.
And on the pole, Darren Litteral in the car, number 68 to the outside. Joseph Joyner from Milton, Florida, row 1. Row number 2 is going to find row 2. Thank you. Dylan Fox, 999. Cameron Cormier in the number 42. Row number 3 will be Chris Olmstead and Bryson McKelvey. Row number 4, Matthew Logan. But I don't think Matthew is here. He might have decided not to race tonight. No, there he is. No, he's not here. He is here. Wait a minute. He is here. Ah, but better late than never. Charles, here's the deal. It's kind of like you've got a heat race here and a couple of extra laps because there's not like 10, 15, 20 cars in this B-Main.
Yeah, and I will have to confirm. I believe it's the top 6, but since there were actually 4 heat races, that may be a little different. But we'll assume it is 6 because that's what it was last night. Because I'm going to do your job and call a green flag real quick as the green flag is out. And, you know, to talk about how good the racing was here, Wesley, I want to mention as we see a TV being brought in, we're always looking for partners to come on board here at LSRTV. You know, we love partnering with, companies, events, whatever, promote you, you promote us. But right now, out of all the partners, I'm glad we did not sell a caution sponsor because we ain't seen very many.
No, it's and to be honest though, Charles, it's been fairly clean tonight. I mean, you know, you mentioned these drivers of the Kentucky Dirt iRacing League and the way they drive. They run with each other all over with their series sanctioning dirt racing group and on iRacing, and they respect one another. I mean, they're competitive. They're fierce competitors, but they respect one another. And, of course, now you got a guy like Joseph Joyner, who is a dirt super late model icon in this part of the southeast U.S. Of course, look at all the things he's done, whether it's been at Southern Raceway, whether it's been at East Alabama when he won the National 100, whether, of course, other events he's won along the way. You got to think about this, Charles. Real racers, sim racers, respecting each other. And, of course, this is the battle now for the transfer spots. Coming off the corner here, I think we're taking the top 5 or 6. And right now, Literal is leading the way. But look at this, man, Joseph Joyner. He's holding his own, doing well.
Yeah, the hiccups there. Yes, he is definitely holding his own right now. And, whether it is 5, 6, we're not sure because of the last night it was 6 and the night before it was 6. But Joseph doing good. He's in second, so either way, he's making it to the final dance. And I know it does say C main on the graphics, but it is a B main. We just didn't have time to change that. It's actually stacked B mains, not alphabet soup. Although I do like some alphabet soup from time to time, Wesley.
I love the alphabet soup, man. There's nothing like watching the Chili Bowl or like the Knoxville Nationals. You wake up on a Saturday or a Sunday morning and you go like from the O main, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Yeah, all there. I know my ABCs as well. 2 to go.
Yeah,
and Literal is leading.
Just so everyone is aware, if you're going to watch the Chili Bowl, that's not alphabet soup. That's actually alphabet soup with a stutter, because you have like the D, D,
Yes.
A, A, B, B. So you get some of
Yeah, it's
them
like double A, double BB, double CC to make it to the 1A. White flag of the air, one more lap to go. Literal is going to come off the corner. Darren Literal is going to the show. Joseph Joyner's in the show from Milton, Florida. Dylan Fox will go 3. Matthew Logan going back to a B main to go to the show in the A main. And unofficially, Brian McKelvey and the other drivers, if we take 6, it's going to be between 5 and 6 cars. I do know that much. And we're ready now for what will be the final B main of the night. We're going 50 laps of super late model racing. Coming up here next to the Hunt in the Front Gaming Sunshine State 50 presented by LSRTV. And we're ready now for the final B main. Another 10 laps, top 5 or 6 transfer. Josh Fuller on the pole in the 12. Tyler Berry in the 500. He had some bad luck in his heat race. Going to try to redeem himself. Austin Holder in the 31. Bobby Mattingly in the number 3. That's row number 2. Row number 3. Tanner Tomasi in the 09. Tyson Banks in the 32. Row number 4. Dylan Davenport. All right, Kendall Tucker, are you here? Because you're got a pretty good shot to put yourself in to the show. Charles, I'm going to throw the gauntlet down right now. Heat B main number 2, Kendall Tucker. Watch him come to the front.
I will take your license poker, I guess, going on there. I'll take your gauntlet and I'll shove it back at you, because I don't think he's making it. I think he'll make it to the A main. I don't think he's going to make it to win this B main. I think he'll come in around 3rd or 4th. He's good, but I don't know if he's going to have enough time with just 10 laps to get to the win to 100% solidify it. So I think he'll get 3rd, probably 4th place.
All I'm going to say is the lights are off for the pace truck, and they're coming to the green flag. Watch the 00 on the outside rip the lip. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the final preliminary night of our 3 nights of action here for the Hunt in the Front Gaming Sunshine State 50, presented by LSRTV. Here they come. 6 more spots up for grabs, and that is it. Working off turn number 4, Josh Fuller, Tyler Berry. They pull the trigger. Green is out. We're underway. Fuller getting that whole shot now. Watch them all working their way off the corner into turn number 2. Berry, Holder, Mattingly, Tomasi, all closing in on the bottom of the racetrack. That's Berry. He's the man in the number 2 spot. On board, trying to run down Josh Fuller. Fuller stays on the inside of the racetrack, the Dirt Motorsports entry. They work the back straightaway. By the way, Tucker is up to 6th. Tucker is up to 5th. He's now trying to battle for 4th. Off the corner, look at this battle. 9, 8 to go. Still a long way to go in this B main, last chance qualifier. And Fuller's the man leading. Well, Charles, you said you don't know if he's going to win, but look at him go for 2 for 1 to the bottom of the racetrack. Tucker, the Mount Airy Flash.
Yeah,
00.
He's good. I didn't see it. I don't think he has enough time to get up there. He's looking the way about where I thought he would be, is around 4th place. Once you get up there to these guys like Fuller, Berry, Mattingly, Tomasi, you're hitting a brick wall at that point.
I like that terminology. You're hitting a brick wall. But right now, it might just be best to ride and drive and stay single file. 6 laps to go. They're coming to the halfway flags this time by. Cross sticks in the wind. 5 down, 5 to go. Final preliminary of the night. Here comes the 00. Tucker down to the inside. He'll make a move on Tomasi. Tomasi struggled in his heat race, if you remembered. Mattingly, by the way, there goes Mattingly's car. The 3M working his way off the corner. They throw the block on Tucker. Now they're going to go to the inside under Tomasi. This goes on as they work to the line, and we're 4 to go, Charles.
Yeah, 4 laps is, like I said, not very much time, and I may be off by 1 spot. He's in 5th right now, so hopefully the top 5 do indeed make it. Hopefully 6th for him. And, well, I say that. He goes to 4th place now.
Oh, Mattingly!
It's,
Oh, Mattingly's up on the wall. Does he bring out a caution? He does.
Caution comes out.
Well, this changes everything. Longhorn number 3 with a problem.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming. I will say this, we're going to take a look at it, because that was probably one of those interesting things I've seen. Oh, there he is, hits the outside wall.
There.
And whee! Right,
inside wall.
Definitely
definitely gets some kudos. What does it say? Get out of the way. Get out the way.
I hope it's not the lyrics to the song, because we know what comes next.
Well, that's why I paused.
I mean, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but if he's saying that to the wall, it is not going to listen. So,
move, get out the way.
Yeah, well, the concrete wall does not.
Josh Fuller is the man leading the way. Richard Murtaugh, of course, 7C winning the heat races earlier. J.D. Brown, winner of heat number 3, and now we're ready to go for the final heat race winner, of course, when it was all said and done, Matthew Selby. Now we see these B-main drivers, and this final B-main now finding Josh Fuller up in front. Tyler Berry in second. We'll get ready to go back for the restart here. It'll be 3 laps to go, and I believe we're going to be single file. So that is an advantage for the Dirt 1 Motorsports number 12, if you will, of Josh Fuller as we get ready to go to green, Charles. D1RT. I think I said Dirt Motorsports. My apologies. It's D1RT. You're exactly right. You're One Dirt. No, that's a media company. D1RT ready to come to the line. Team D1RT on the inside. Green flag. Watch Kendall Tucker. Does he got enough time? If he can clear by these cars, he's got to get by Barry. He's coming after Tomasi. They're 1 and 2 right now, along with Fuller up in front. They're going to come to the line. It's going to be the white flag, and look at this! Look at Tucker on the bottom. Clear a path, Charles. White flag, 1 to go.
Well, I did say 3rd or 4th. He's in 3rd, so hey, I called it. Now just stay in 3rd.
Back straight away. Final time. He wants more. The more cars you pass, the more better you advance in your starting spot. Can't get there at the line. They crash. Oh, Barry and Tucker wreck one another coming to the line. And all amongst that chaos and mayhem, it was the number 12 of Fuller winning the B-main. We're taking an extended commercial break. The final A-main of the Hunt the Front Gaming Sunshine State 50 is next. This is iRacing on LSRTV. We are back with the Super Late Model A-main when we return.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
At Click It RV, we know there's a lot of heritage and history at this location. RV sales and service has been part of this community for decades. We knew there was an incredible opportunity here, but to see where we've come in just a year is incredible. None of it would be possible without the patronage and support from this community. So whether it be a more convenient and accessible service drive, a fully stocked parts department, or this amazing sales facility, what drives this team daily is making sure our customers leave here with the best possible experience.
Welcome back to iRacing on LSRTV. So for the last couple of nights, you've enjoyed the excitement of what is the late models now, preparing for the finale. But we've had modifieds, dirt car style, UMP. We've had the center steer big block modifieds. What a show they put on last night. And now, Charles Wooten, we prepare for the big one. $200 to win the Super Late Models Hunt the Front Gaming Sunshine State 50 laps around the half mile at Volusia, 25 miles. Here is your start. And see, trying to go for the hat trick. Can he pull it off with the 19 from South Carolina and Richard Murtaugh Jr., the 33. Both of them, by the way, are in 33s. Row 2, J.D. Brown, Matthew Selby. Those are your heat race winners, by the way. Row number 3, Chase Barbera, Dylan Hauser. This is 111, 2222, 3333, and so on. Colton Herbert, Logan Rumsey, row 4. Your top 10, Jason Salter, Jesse Enterkin. Row number 5, row 6 of 12, Cody Nevin, Chance Card. Now we move to row 7, Nick Baum and Scott Fritz. Row 7, row 8, Logan Catellas and Robbie Eberhardt. Those are your first 16 cars. Now we go to the B-Main winners. Darren Littoral and Josh Fuller, row 9. Row 10, Joseph Joyner, in by the B-Main from Milton, Florida, and Tanner Tomasi in the 09. Row 11, Dylan Fox in the 999, Kendall Tucker. Got a long way to climb from the back in 22nd. We'll see what he can do. Matthew Logan, one of the best dirt track prep men in the business at Charlotte, is starting 23rd, and Tyler Berry in the 500 will start 24th. Let it settle in. The final feature event here for the drivers of the Fendered Super Late Models on Dirt. This is iRacing on LSRTV. iRacing's, I'm Wesley Outland. Charles Wooten is alongside. Charles, what's going through your mind, buddy? We're about to feel the roar of 24 virtual big dogs growling. This should be an awesome A-Main.
This is where you can tell I'm a producer, not an announcer. And you said, what's going through your mind, Charles? The first thing that went through my mind was that song ended just as we crossed the line for the same line. Timed it perfectly, and whatever. That's what was going through my mind.
In memory of my great friend Rick Eshelman, who announced many times at Volusia. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the best virtual dirt late models on the planet. We bring to you the Hunt the Front Super Late Models. It is showtime at Volusia. And you have a race. Hole shot. Give it to the man right there of C. The field roars full speed. You gotta love the super late models, no doubt about it. The roar, the sound. You know, Charles, 49 to go. You mentioned how much you like the sound of those big blocks last night. The super late models is just home. And the way iRacing has mimicked to make these things sound like the real deal is amazing. And Selby about shot up the racetrack.
Yeah, it is really good how they mimic them. I don't know what technology they use, but they've done an amazing job. In real life, maybe they're a little different. These things in real life, I've listened to them, they sound like they're going to fall apart because they're just so loud. They're like, they just sound like they're going to fall into a bucket of bolts, but they just sound amazing.
Rumbling, stumbling, the fire, the fury of these cars working off into the corner into 1 and 2. As right now, C is the leader. Clean air in front of him, but look at this log jam, dog pile. Battle of traffic. Look at the dust also starting to settle in. The reality of this racetrack, phenomenal with the blueprint images of how this track is. Remember, it's a day race, totally different than at night as well. Back straightaway. Look at this in the mid-pack.
And I will add this, Wesley. You know,
yes, sir.
We had the UMP modifieds, we had the big block modifieds, and there was a little bit of dust throwing up. This is more like reality, how it would be in real life. When these late models come to a track, they slick the track off, they throw dust everywhere. They're just that big with them big old tires. You know, they'll slick it off and dry it out in a hurry.
Oh, yes, hands down. Hands down, you're exactly right. We'll watch them coming off the corner now. See the man out in front. Brown in second, Murtaugh third. Hauser, Barbera in top 5. It is Evan C. from Chesney, South Carolina. He is looking to try to sweep all 3 nights of the Hunt the Front Gaming Sunshine State Nationals 50 here. And right now, he is the man leading the way. And when I say also, Charles, not fighting any air, clean air in front of the 33, and probably right now, the cleanest looking car on the racetrack.
All right, and this is what I want to show in as soon as I do a caution comes out.
Oh, we got a caution. Don't say anything, Charles.
Apparently, I should not say anything. Not sure who the caution's on, to be honest.
Is it Joyner? Joyner's all the way back in 24th. Did Joyner make a slip? Under caution, we'll find out what happened here. Joyner, Brown, Barry. You know what? Actually, my apologies. That's the timing and scoring acting cattywampus again. My bad. They're. Let's see here. No, Joyner is in last though. He is. Yeah, Barry's in 23rd. Wonder if something happened to them. Oh well. We'll try to see if we can. Look at this track, Charles. As we get the one to go, look at this track. How it's rutted up, rubbered up so fast. In just what, 10 laps?
Yeah, these cars, that's what's good with these big tires on these late models. They can wear a track out, you know, in a hurry. You know, I've always heard this is why sprint car drivers, you know, don't want to go after late models, and late model drivers don't want to go after sprint cars because both of them will tear the ever-loving crap out of a racetrack, and neither one of them want to go after the other one.
But people don't realize is the tires are different compared to a sprint car tire, a modified tire, to a late model tire. They're totally different. Different tread, different compound, different setup, grooving, siping, Charles, the whole 9 yards. And that's why they don't like it.
Yeah, they are totally different. And, you know, that's kind of what makes each class unique in its own is, you know, they're so different. You know, you know it as well as I do. I'm sure the fans out there watching, you know, you got diehard late model fans, diehard sprint car fans. I mean, you got to the point, I think it's Dirt on Dirt. That's all late models all the time. So obviously, you know, they like some late models over there, but you know, it just to each their own. Some people like one thing, some people like another. Me, if it's got a big engine, sounds loud, and races, I like it.
And for the last 72 hours, you have been entertained with LSRTV's coverage of iRacing with the dirt car mods, the center steer, big block modifieds, and of course now the super late models. Ready for the most powerful late models on the planet to bring them back to the green flag here at the virtual Volusia. Don't forget, coming up later tonight, we've got round 2 of the Northwest Dirt Super Late Model Series as well. Green flag is out. We're back to green. 40 in, 10 to go at Volusia. And the whole shot one more time will go to Evan C. C pulls away from Brown, Murtaugh, Hauser. All these drivers right there with one another. Quickly right back to the whip again, and the war happens off turn 4. Single file behind the leader, and behind them, 2 by 2 by 2, and song like they were under caution, Charles, going to 3.
Yeah,
3 wide.
These guys are duking it out right now, just, side by side, 3 wide, nose to tail. They're just packed right there together. We knew that was going to happen just by the sheer volume of just the talent level that is in this race right now.
Watching them work off the corner right there, nestle with one another with C still on a clean air again. Brown in the second spot. Murtaugh hung up on the outside lane. That's from the back end of his camera. And we got a caution as, again, Charles was getting ready to show us the rear view camera of the racing action. Another caution. Here's a look at what happened. Keep an eye on that. Right here, 3 and 4 wide. The 5 car. Oh, hold on. Oh, just turned around. Gets into Mattingly and others and Barry in the 999. And that's what's happened there. Number 5. Wow. Well, Charles, we're back under caution here.
I am beginning to think each time you want to bring me into talk, we're going to go to cautions. It seems to be the trend.
It seems like it happens. I just don't understand. It seems like that happens. I love that camera angle, by the way. 36 laps to go, 14 in. And let's take a look at the Virginia 811 call before you dig. Dig with care. Caution summary. So far, 2 cautions. Obviously, no lead changes yet. Evan C. flagged a flag from the drop of the green. And then, of course, no caution laps counting under yellow as well. Green flag laps. That's presented by Virginia 811. Dig with care. And by the way, Charles, Brian Morehouse and 811 call before you dig announced that they're going to sponsor for the 2nd year in a row the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Martinsville in April.
Yeah, it was a fun partnership to build there, and glad it's just, you got to dig with care and dig with caution, and it's just a perfect fit. We have the caution information. We have people that tell you don't just go dig giant holes in your yard because you will tear stuff up, get electrocuted, or flood your yard, and then it's a costly expense. So I like it. It's a perfect fit there.
We'll try this again. I wonder what it'd be like watching the leader fire and pull away from everybody from the one to go. I think that's exactly what Charles is setting up for our camera angle here. As all the while, Evan C., the leader, J.D. Brown, Richard Murtaugh, those are those cars right there as the lights go off on the pace truck 1 to go. Look at this now. They're going to be Dixie double file, double style here in just a moment for the restart here. So the leader is Evan C. On board with him, J.D. Brown, Richard Murtaugh, Dylan Hauser, Colton Herbert, top 5. Barbera, Ramsey, Salter, Carr, Selby. That's the Wrangler-looking car, number 46. They gave us a scare earlier. Look at how bunched up they're getting right behind each other. The leader, Evan C., is going to scamper away out of turn 4. They'll come to the firebox. Here we go. He's all up under the fuel cell, and we're back to green. Brown opens up the door to see. Bye-bye. Love this camera angle, Charles. Wow. That's Brown. Throwing the block on Murtaugh, putting up the top side shelf on the machine of Murtaugh and Hauser. Brown's trying to look on the bottom of the lead, but he can't make it work on the inside. He's got to run. The racetrack will jump to the bottom of the racetrack to the inside. Hauser's there. He's got the left rear of Brown. That's Hauser on the bottom. He cleared by Murtaugh. He's got to run to the rocket down to the inside. He can't get the run there at the bottom of the 2. And a caution is out again. Oh, Maya, Mia, Maya, Mama. Oh, it was starting to get good, Charles, and the yellow came out.
Yeah, and I want to apologize for in the event of trying to find these cautions, what the problem is, and I don't know what the solution is for them to fix it.
Yeah.
But you see it on our end, and you can see it a little bit on the overlays. The timing scoring just goes crazy whenever caution laps don't count.
Yes.
When it does that, it jumbles everything up and makes it very difficult to see where the caution would have been. So that is why it's a little difficult to find them sometimes, unless it's a all-out just smash fest and we know exactly who it was. We are trying to see if we can get a hold of it. There was some 3 wide, some 4 wide action going on in the back, but I don't at the moment see anyone just majorly wrecked. Maybe just turned around. So that is just looks like, you know, some beating and banging. The car got 2 sideways and the caution got thrown.
When you are watching, when you're obviously watching the broadcast, we have a live timing and scoring raw feed for timing and scoring as well. We have basically like a NASCAR broadcast. There is an official timing and scoring for the race besides what you're seeing as an overlay. And we have the same thing for this series, for the Kentucky Dirt iRacing League that they provide. And when you're watching the timing and scoring go cattywampus, going up and down, up and down, up and down, and then it goes back to the last lap, we're seeing the same thing on the scoring monitor until, Charles, we get the 1-to-go indication, and then it kind of balances itself back out like right about now. Yeah. Here we come, back to green. And we're back underway with 34 laps to go. 16 are in. And we're back for the restart with C, the leader. C, Hauser, Herbert inside. Herbert now trying to make a move at the bottom. It goes on the top side. Here comes Carr. Carr's now cracked the top 10. He's taking Selby with him. And there's Brown. Brown going after C. C is still riding the top shelf. He's ripping the lip on the bottom, catfishing. Here comes the 2. Gotta love watching now, seeing Brown and Herbert, Hauser, Murtaugh, all these drivers fighting and clawing for their spots. The laps winding down here, working now 30 laps to go. Closing in on 5 to halfway as well. Whoa, we got a car spun around to the back in turn 4. Will they throw a caution? I think we'll stay green. I think they were able to keep on going. We stay green. Brown, Herbert, Hauser battling inside, outside, fierce racing going on behind the leader, Dave Evans C, but he holds on to the lead there, Charles, as we are coming up on halfway here in Volusia.
Yeah, they are putting on a good show right now. And you know, to talk about that, you saw a car spin, just like that, he's back going again. That is how hard it is to catch one of these, you know, sometimes through a replay. But up front, like you mentioned, it's still C, Herbert up there, Brown, Hauser, Murtaugh. Those guys are putting on a show, and I'm not convinced that one of them is going to win it, because they could end up just getting together, and we could see someone in 6th, 7th, or 8th potentially walk away with a win.
Coming up on halfway here in a few more laps is right now Evans C still the leader. There's Brown. Behind them is Hauser moving to 2nd. Brown, they fight. Colton Herbert right there in that mix as well. All of this is going on as they work their way back into the corner to the back straightaway, and they continue to ride the top of the racetrack. Nobody is jumping out of line as we get ready to come to halfway. 25 down, 25 to go. By the way, Charles, Noel Tucker's son, Kendall Tucker, Mount Airy Flash for Swindell Speed Labs, is up to 12th. He's got half the distance left, though, to get it done.
Yeah, you know, he's a good driver, but I just don't think that's going to happen. With 24 laps to go, going to be 23 at the line. You know, I mentioned that brick wall. Well, this is like a double-layer brick wall at this point. You know, he's got too many obstacles to overcome. And by obstacles, I mean them 11 cars that are in front of him at the moment. And make that 12 now as Fuller gets back by him. So I just think that wall is just too cemented now, and well, it's established. I don't know if it's going to be able to get by. He may knock some bricks out, but I don't think it's going to be enough to knock that wall down.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It hasn't happened just yet, as, again, 22 laps to go. Look at Al Tucker battling with the 12 car of Fuller, one of the B-main winners of the night. Tucker now kind of in a stalemate, if you will, moving halfway through the field, and now with 20 to go. He needs the front of the cars to wad him up and to stack him up and tear him up, and he just can be like, just excuse me, coming through. I only find that being a possibility for Kendall Tucker to work his way up there to try to make a run for Evans C. Evans C is the leader. Let's pick him up again now. There's the top 5 and 6. Here is the man right there, that beautiful looking Supra late model. from Chesney, South Carolina. Cole Herbert, B-main winner last night of the big blocks. He struggled with the, but that car, Charles, looking really good. Under 20 to go at Volusia.
Yeah, these laps are ticking away very fast. What did I just say? We had 25. Now it's 19 already. They're clicking away very quick. You know, I'm surprised that Hauser hasn't made his way up to the front a little more. Usually he is a contender for the win. He's still there. I'm not saying he's not going to be a contender, but he's actually fallen back a little, about 2 car lengths or so from those front two a little bit. And J.D. Brown, on the other hand, he just got by Murtaugh, and he's on his way to the front.
18, now making 17 laps to go. Evan C. still the leader. Look at Brown. Brown to the inside. Battles now with Murtaugh on the top side. Top shelf of the racetrack. Behind him, Rumsey. Logan Rumsey, Chase Barbera. Now, contently staying where they're at right now with the top 10. C. Herbert, Hauser, Brown, Murtaugh, Rumsey, Barbera, Salter, Selby, Carr, top 10. Longest green flag run of the race also so far. 15 to go, 35 in at Volusia. Gotta wonder when the patience is gonna start to wear thin. They're gonna start making aggressive moves to go after the check and the money. Evan C. trying to win here again. He does it. He pockets close to $400 of Hunt the Front's money, Charles Wooten, all week long. How about that? And 3 big checks he'll hang up on the wall from the world of iRacing here in the Sunshine State Nationals. Whoa, yeah. Brown! Murtaugh, Brown, penny for your thoughts, Chief, and they make contact, and they slam the wall. Oh, Barbera, Fuller, Fritz, Selby, crash, caution out. 13 to go. What a nightmare.
And we're gonna go watch this replay, Wesley. We're not gonna start where it all happened because I want to show you something else. We'll go back a little bit further here. Take a look. Again, we know where it started with J.D. Brown, and there was contact, but look who unfortunately got involved in this one after he was back in what you refer to as the Snakes Patch.
In the Snakes Patch, you're exactly right. And that was always what my buddy Mr. Excitement Jimmy Spencer used to always tell me. We're riding on board with the Swindell Speed Lab entry of Mount Airy, North Carolina, Kendall Tucker. And he's right here, just nowhere to go when all this takes place. Look out! No, 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 no! Oh! Oh, every which way but loose, and no monkeys needed either.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, and you know that's just the product. You know, whatever happened there, and he missed his heat race is unfortunate. But that you know, that unfortunately is a product of having to start in the back, and he was working his way through. Like you said, he was up to 11th, 12th, and now he is back in 19th place.
Multi-car accident there. Matthew Selby, the 23 of Chase Barbera. All these other contenders. J.D. Brown. Brown, I gotta say, is Brown still up there in the top 5? Because he did not, he had part of the accident, but he never stopped, though, Charles. He never lost forward momentum. He got slammed and bammed and thank you, ma'am, but he still kept going in that 14 car. I would say he's probably still going to be in the top 5 when we come back to green.
Yeah, timing and scoring, if it's going to stick now, which it should, shows him currently in 5th. So, like you said, he may have been the snot beat out of him and beaten him bang, but, well, he never lost forward momentum, like you said, too, and he's going to stay in 5th place. So, you know, he may have a shot still. We'll see, you know. I said it earlier, they're going to start beating and banging, and I don't know if one of the top 5 is going to win. As long as he can stay away from this, he's got a good shot. But, you know, those top 5 may not be the top 5 when this thing's said and done.
I'm going to tell you, man, Evan C., that car is just absolutely strong. I mean, hands down, just amazing contender. And just, you know, but Murtaugh is good. No, don't count out Richard Murtaugh. One tough customer, man. That guy knows how to get it done for sure. Of course, Dylan Hauser, amazing credentials also, right there behind him. So, and like you said, Logan Rumsey with a good run for him tonight as well. Anybody in the top 5 have got a shot to try to come here and make something happen. And as we move to the end of this race, unless, you know, our leader, Evan C., is playing possum and about to put it in turbo mode and pull away from everybody, I think these guys behind him are definitely going to try to do what they got to do to run him down to get the win.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and we haven't really done this a lot, but we're going to shout out all the fans watching in there. Obviously, this is one of the first times, actually the first time, Kentucky Dirt iRacing League has been on LSRTV that I remember anyway, which I forget a lot, so that's irrelevant, but, you know, we have steadily gained viewership for this thing, and the final night here, you know, upwards of 40, 50 people watching. So big shout out to all the fans coming in here tonight for this, you know, finale of the Sunshine State 50. You know, we thank everybody for tuning in. And, you know, there's some stuff in the works. This league is an ongoing league, so maybe we'll have some more here on the channel here in the near future.
Yeah, pretty awesome people here. Thanks again to the Kentucky Dirt iRacing League for letting us strap in and join you on calling this event. And we're ready now for the final 13 laps of what is the Hunt the Front Gaming Sunshine State 50, presented by LSRTV, the Super Late Model Nationals here at Volusia. Back to the restart again. C is gone. Hauser will jump back up to the number 2 spot. Here comes Herbert. Herbert will now go with Murtaugh on the top side. They now go 2 by 2. Behind them, Rumsey on the bottom. And we're kicking up a cloud of dust as the caution is out again. 11 to go, and the yellow flies. It's a big one. Watch this one. Lock jam session. Everybody fighting and clawing for spots. The 102 in the middle. Look at the 102 car, and there is the contact. Turned into the 09 of Tanner Tomasi and 102 of Airborne. Oh boy, oh boy. And just like that, another caution. I believe unofficially, that's Nick Baum that got airborne in the car 102 with Tanner Tomasi alongside him. As I said, we apologize. Some of the numbers on the cars not matching the numbers on the cars for the cars on track on time and scoring. And I'm understanding now in my ear that it's Cody Nevin, the number 34, car 102, Charles, that got airborne. Go figure. That's way off.
Yeah, it's a little off. I will give him this. If you had the 1 and the 2, you get the 3. I'm not sure where the 4 came from. That's just a little
1
off,
into the 2 into the 3 into the 4.
You know, this is a kind of a special event, so they're not going to match completely. It was a new leagues that were made for each race. You know, that is one thing I love about leagues, especially the Northwest, is you actually get penalized if you don't have the right number on your car.
That's right. Yep.
You know, they'll give them a little leniency, but, you know, a couple of races in, no, it don't fly. You run the wrong number on your car, that's your sign, and no, you get black flag and penalized.
No, I agree with that. There's nothing more worse for an announcer's nightmare, virtual or reality, calling a race, and the numbers does not match the equipment in your stats and notes and everything that you prepped and prepared for. So
yeah, and not
definitely,
only,
man,
you know,
I'm loving these cars though.
Not only for you, for a producer like myself, it's difficult as the green flag comes back out. And for the fans watching, you know, they want to know, hey, that's not his number. What's the world? So, you know, overall,
exactly.
But, you know, when you got events like this, you're going to have those, unfortunately, that just don't match.
Hope you're enjoying March Madness as much as you're enjoying this March Dirt event from Volusia. We are 10 laps to go in the Sunshine State Nationals. Hopefully we can do it again next year. Cars getting pushed out of the way. Brown, he says, excuse me, buddy, I'm coming through. That is Murtaugh. That is Rumsey. That is also the 46 of Selby. Out of nowhere, boy, he's turned up the wick of the Team VLR machine. And all the while, it's Evan C. still holding on to that top spot. Charles, they come to the line, 7 to go. Look at this log jam of traffic here. One wrong slip, and we're going to go spinning and grinning.
Yeah, it's definitely a log jam, all right. And somebody I thought was going for a little ride, but that may have been a little, forgot to play the blinker fluid in their car, but so no harm, no foul. We stay green, but yeah, this right here is just an insane amount of battling going on. Front, not much going on. First through about fourth is kind of checked out from the rest of the field.
And the laps are winding down. 5 laps to go. Phenomenal job. Evan C. pulling away from them all. This is the battle now for the lead, for the win. Colton Herbert. Look at this now. Hauser reeling him in. 3 laps to go. Hauser. Can he get there? He's on the outside. He's on the inside. These leaders do not want a late race caution, no doubt about it. They're coming to the line. 2 laps to go. Hauser, one more time to the inside. Can he pull the upset on Evan C? Evan C trying to get the hat trick. He's looking on the bottom. Here comes Hauser. Clear a path, there's contact. There's contact, he moves him out of the way. C pushed back, white flag, 1 to go here at Volusia. Hauser's in the lead, can C get it back? C's gonna throw and pull the trigger in there to the bottom. It's his race to lose. C, bottom, can't get there. Here he comes. Dylan Hauser upsets 7C and wins the final night for the super late models in the Hunt the Front Sunshine State 50. Dylan Hauser played his cards right, put everything methodically in the right place, the right time, and Charles Wooten, he declared checkmate on Evan C and puts the brakes on a sweep hat trick in the Sunshine State Nationals of 2023 for Evan C.
Yeah, and you know, we'll see if there's any words about it. There was a little beating and banging going on there, but you know, my thoughts on that, you know, a little
that's
rubbing,
racing, Charles.
Yeah, rubbing's racing.
That's racing.
Well, and you got to think about this: if rubbing wasn't racing and beating and banging and you know, bumping little fenders, if that wasn't supposed to be part of racing, why would we have replacement parts? Isn't that where you break something, you replace it? So, you know,
I love that. I'm gonna steal that line next time I'm at a real racetrack, Charles. Thank you, buddy. You learn something new every day.
You're welcome. I'm good for something.
Yes, you are. And by the way, again, in my opinion, I know everybody has the right to their own opinions, but virtual reality, white flag, 2 laps to go, all bets are off. I might have held you, I might have hung behind you, but I'm setting myself up to try to win that race. And there's no friends on the last lap for the money lap to the payout window. And this race paid $200 to win. Dylan Hauser is the winner. Evan C will fall back to second. Logan Rumsey third. Colton Herbert fourth. Richard Murtaugh Jr. fifth. Jesse Innerkin is sixth. Josh Fuller, Jason Salter, Scott Fritz, Nick Baum, top 10 halfway through the field of a dozen cars, includes Matthew Selby and J.D. Brown. Remember, J.D. up at the front, fell in the back there. Airborne was Chase Barbera. Tough break for him of the 23-13. Chance Car 14th. Tanner Tomasi 15th. And then the rest of the rundown with Literal, Fox, Barry, Everhart. Joseph Joyner finishes in 20th for the Kentucky Dirt iRacing League event, sponsoring by Hunt the Front for the Sunshine State 50. Cody Nevin, Logan Catellas, Kendall Tucker, Matthew Logan at the end of the race. And one more time, the race summary presented by Virginia. 811 call before you dig on the bottom left. And there it is, 5 cautions, 1 lead change. And Charles, that lead change happened with 2 laps to go to give Dylan Hauser the win. We're going post-race show. It's presented by the Press Box Motorsports Podcast. By the way, stay right here with us about less than an hour from now. 11:30 Eastern Time, 10:30 Central, 29 minutes from now, as a matter of fact. We're going live at 11 o'clock. My apologies. 11 o'clock tonight, we're going live with coverage from Volusia right here for round 2 of the Northwest Dirt Super Late Model Series. Hit that subscribe button if you're not done so. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. This is iRacing on LSRTV. We will talk to the winners from Volusia, where Dylan Hauser is the Super Late Model winner of the Sunshine State 50 next. Welcome back to coverage of the Hunt the Front Gaming Sunshine State 50 presented by LSRTV. And this is coverage of iRacing. Wesley Outlet, Charles Wooten here with you as it is done for the exciting 72 hours of coverage with the Sunshine State 50 here at Volusia. When it's all said and done, we now get ready for the Super Late Model Press Box Motorsports Podcast post-race show. And we go to our third place finisher, Logan Rumsey. Logan, first off, loved seeing you drive the Mr. Freeze, Stuart Friesen car in the big blocks yesterday. I knew that immediately. And a fun time here tonight of the Super Late Models. Your take of it and finishing on the podium here in third.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun race. I was kind of up and down the whole race. Started eighth and kind of just rode around there for the first half, basically, and just really lucked out on all the late race restarts. Kind of ran the bottom and passed a couple cars on one restart, then ran the top, passed a couple, and then, yeah, just was riding around there in fourth on the 5 to go, and they started wrecking each other for third, and I ended up passing both of them, so that was pretty good.
So I got to ask you this question. How do you adapt from running the UMP modified to the center steer big block to a super late model all in 3 days of different comparisons and maybe even the similarities of the two?
I mean, they're pretty close because they're all in the same tire model and stuff. It's just all about throttle control basically now. So I'd say the UMP and big block are really close together, and the late model is kind of a little bit different. But I have so many laps on this game running every car, asphalt, dirt, every other car on dirt. So it just it's pretty easy to hop in and be pretty good.
Well, I'll tell you what, buddy, when it's all said and done, you did exactly what you needed to do to get on the podium. I guess it was all strategy to wait there until the end, right? I mean, you can't be aggressive until probably the last 10 laps to go to try to finish on the podium.
I mean, I was trying to get up there the whole race, but sometimes you can't really do anything when you're in a train there. It's kind of like pack racing at Talladega. You just can't really go anywhere.
All right, buddy. Well, Logan, third place to close out the Sunshine State 50 Nationals here at Volusia. Before I let you go, I want you to thank your sponsors.
Yes, everyone in the House of Speed Discord for helping out during the race. definitely helps out when you can know where the lines are and everything. And Drew for putting up the race, and you guys for broadcasting it.
Yeah, House of Speed definitely represented for sure. Logan Rumsey getting the win, or getting the podium, finishing third here tonight. Evan C., the driver out of Chesney, South Carolina, who has won the last 2 nights in the modifieds and the big block event over Kendall Tucker. Kendall Tucker with a bad night. So is Evan C. He gets passed on the last lap with about 2 laps to go. He has declined post-race interviews at this time. But, of course, 2 out of 3 ain't bad for the driver of Evan C., of course. He might feel different of the way the outcome of the finish was, but they have officially declared Dylan Hauser the winner. Dylan Hauser, you stopped the streak, you stopped the sweep, and it's good to see you in victory lane, man. You're one of those guys that I've followed in the iRacing broadcasts that I've done over the years, and I wouldn't say that anything you done was bad. There was no bump and run. There was no trying to wreck anybody. You had a shot. You went for a lane. He opened the door. You went for it, and you capitalized it and then held him off with the white flag coming to the checker. Congrats to you. And a $200 payday at that.
Yeah, not bad at all. We were getting big runs on him off 2 every lap, and we got a big one down the backstretch, and he seen me dip the nose under his left rear, and he knows that if you leave that door open with any of these guys, they're going to send it. So he knew going into 3 and 4 that if you leave the door open that big, someone's going to take it on him. So, and we took it on him. It's tough racing in the rubber. I know if the roles were reversed, he'd do the same. I didn't mean to get into him. I was hoping he would leave a little more room so we could really race through the rubber and try to get out of there unscathed, but we got the W. Just got to thank hats off to all my guys that were up on the box tonight and everybody in Discord helping. To come out here and compete at this level ain't easy, and I just appreciate everybody.
What does it mean, Dylan, to have somebody in the real racing world like Hunt the Front and what they've done, the sponsors that have jumped on board to be a part of this event, and of course to successfully not only run like a series of races, if you will, on a weekly basis, but to put together like a speed week type deal where this was like 3 races in 3 days, and could we see 6 races in 6 days, or maybe a whole 10 race series like the Dirt Car Nationals in the future with this group of guys from the Kentucky Dirt iRacing League?
I think it's awesome. I've been working in the dirt late model industry for a while now, and I was racing against those guys before they blew up and before the YouTube and all that stuff. So it's awesome what they've done with their platform and to grow, because at one point they were just a little bitty guy like me, you know what I mean? So they really took it to the next level, and I'm happy for them, and it's awesome that they still show love to the small people. So I appreciate it. It's hopefully we do get to see a 10-day speed weeks or something like that along the lines, because I know they're all just as passionate about this deal as I am, so I appreciate them.
And by the way, it was at the National 100 that I announced that with Joe Kelly and Dwayne Keith a couple of years ago, when it put Joseph Joyner and the Hunt the Front racing team in the stardom popularity after winning the National 100 at Phoenix City, hands down, and it just escalated from there. Dylan, before I let you go, buddy, thank your sponsors, man, and congratulations to you. What you going to do with that $200?
I don't know, man. Probably put it in the bank and just keep rolling. I'm a busy man. I wish I could have ran the other 2, but we'll jump on here, make some money, and get out of here. I got to thank all my sponsors, the House of Speed iRacing setups. If you're in need of a setup for the open wheel dirt cars or anything open setup in dirt, we got you covered. Thanks to Drew Hopkins putting the race on, Bobby Hahn's Performance, Kentucky Dirt iRacing League, Gears Unlimited. Man, I'm forgetting some people. I apologize. LTX Homes, Gears Unlimited, Hockey Floyd Consulting, JC Floyd, Chase, Trey Mills, just everybody. Appreciate it, guys. See you next time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the first 2 nights went to, again, Evan C., and, of course, in the final night, Dylan Hauser coming in, making an appearance in the Super Late Models. He wins here in the final race of the Hunt the Front Gaming Sunshine State 50, presented by LSRTV, to close out what is the Sunshine State 50 Nationals. Let's bring in Drew Hopkins from the Kentucky Dirt iRacing League. Drew, pleasure. Always honored chatting with you, talking with you. Thanks to bringing Charles and Jeff and Rocket Racing Media, everybody at LSRTV to broadcast these events. And, man, we had fun this last couple of 3 days, no doubt about it.
Oh, it was awesome. The production y'all put, the announcing, just this broadcast in general, it was amazing. I've tried getting people to share, go watch. I mean, it really is it's the best iRacing broadcast I saw, and I can't thank y'all, you and Charles and for putting up some money for all these divisions and just given us a good payout for all these drivers that came out and supported us. I think in total we had 90-something cars total, like 40-something, 50 different drivers. So we had a lot of support. Hopefully we can do this again soon. We've already, I'm talking to a few guys. We already got some big plans coming for the next few months. Maybe we might hit a little bit of asphalt racing for Kentucky Dirt iRacing League for the first time. So we got some big things to come, and we're going to have LSRTV there to provide it.
Well, no doubt about it. Of course, it's stepping out of the comfort zone for sure after what it is in the dirt racing world. But I asked the question. I think it was to Evan, and of course also Logan. Would there be a possibility of maybe mimicking Dirt Car Nationals here at Volusia, or the World Finals at Charlotte, or Eldora and the Dream of the World weekend, or something like that, and having like a 5, 6, 7 day marathon, maybe sprint cars like the Knoxville Nationals? I mean, is there plans to maybe do more big events besides a weekly 20 race series championship week by week league?
I would love to do it if I can. If y'all know anybody wanting to help out, get me a few more admins, and I want to make it happen. I've wanted to do like a big long week show, like the Summer Nationals tour. I've wanted to do one of those. I'm thinking about doing that. It's just hard in the summer, so maybe more towards the fall, winter time. I'm thinking about this year that I ain't got basketball. I graduated high school. I played ball, so I never got them winter months to really do like iRacing and host. So once winter rolls around, I'm thinking about doing like a week-long kind of deal, and should be fun.
There you go. Charles, anything you want to say to the boss of KDIL? Of course, you can follow them at Kentucky Dirt iRacing League on Facebook. Of course, they're also on Discord. Drew Hopkins, Charles, your final thoughts as well, bud.
It's been a fun one. I do see Evan C down there, so my apologies. He came in a little late, but unfortunately we do have another broadcast to get to. But this one, 3 days of dirt on top of that. I'm speechless. It was fun. Let's do it again.
Yeah, I concur. Same sentiments. We did give plenty of time in post to try to get Evan C in here to talk about being runner-up, and of course, he did win. Give him credit where credit's due. 2 big checks, and of course, close to what? 250. I think it's $300. I think he's made as well. $350 actually. Whenever he won the race on Monday night or Tuesday night, as well as on Wednesday night. So. There you go. Evan C again falling 1 spot short. He will get money though for being in the podium finishing spots, but of course we enjoyed it. Hey, listen, 15 minutes from right now, we're back right here at Volusia with the Northwest Dirt Super Late Model Sim Series. Thanks to the Kentucky Dirt iRacing League. For Jeff Stabnow, Charles Wooten, I'm Wesley Outland. We're back in a bit. Congrats again to Mr. Dylan Hauser, winner here tonight for the final race with the Super Late Models Evan C the first 2 nights, and we hope you've enjoyed it. We also want to thank you to the sponsors series for making these events happening, including Team 126 Racing, Hunt the Front, no doubt, Hunt the Front Gaming, Black Magic Custom Designs, and Golden Girls Monogramming and Boutique. For coverage of iRacing on LSRTV, thanks again to iRacing. In Virginia 811, call before you dig. Kaufman Creative, and this has been the Press Box Motorsports Podcast Show, post-race show. Again, we're back in a few moments. Top of the hour, we're slinging dirt at Volusia with the Northwest Best of the Pacific, and we hope you've enjoyed coverage of 3 nights of the Sunshine State 50, sanctioned by the Kentucky Dirt iRacing League and Hunt the Front Gaming. For Charles Wooten in the broadcast booth, I'm Wesley Outland. Good night, God bless, we'll see you soon. And as always, follow us at LSRTV on YouTube and social media.